In the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 23, verses 27 to 32, is one of Jesus' most intense rebukes, likening the scribes and Pharisees to whitewashed tombs, beautiful on the outside, but full of decay within. Let us imagine a grand, ornate oil lamp, its brass polished to a gleam, its carvings intricate and regal. The visitors will admire its craftsmanship, assuming it must cast a glorious light. But when night falls and the lamp is lit, nothing happens. The wick is dry. The oil is long gone. It's a vessel of beauty, but it no longer fulfills its purpose. This is the heart of Jesus' lament. The Pharisees maintain the appearance of holiness, like that lamp. Impressive, admired, even envied. But the inner flame of mercy, humility, and truth had gone out. Their devotion had become a performance, not a light to guide others. Just as a lamp is meant to shine, our faith is meant to illuminate not just our own path, but the paths of those around us. When we focus on appearances, we risk becoming monuments to a faith we no longer live. Jesus' rebuke in this passage isn't just moral outrage, it's prophetic lament, like Isaiah, Amos, and Micah before him. Jesus exposes the disconnect between outward religiosity and inner truth. The Pharisees build tombs for the prophets, claiming reverence, and yet their actions mirror the very violence that silenced those prophets. It is a tragic irony, honoring the messengers of truth while rejecting the truth itself. Think of it like a museum that celebrates courageous whistleblowers. And yet, the institution itself suppresses truth when it is inconvenient. The tribute becomes hollow when the spirit of the message is ignored. There are times when we encounter people who seem so perfectly dressed and polished on the outside, but whose inner lives tell a bit different story. We see it in workplaces, where someone smiles at the boss and looks cooperative, and yet gossips and undermines others behind the scenes. We see it in communities, where people present themselves as generous and kind, but in private, they are indifferent to the struggles of their own families. Outward appearances often receive applause, but it is the inner reality that truly defines a person. Jesus pointed out this danger in his day, calling out leaders who projected holiness outwardly but neglected integrity, mercy, and sincerity within. The lesson rings true even more strongly today. Our culture is obsessed with appearances. Social media encourages us to post only the best pictures, the happiest moments, the highlights of our life. Filter can erase imperfection and create a beautiful image, but they cannot change the heart. A person may look successful, happy, and yet, behind the post, there may be loneliness, anger, or emptiness. In the same way, we can project a religious identity by attending church, serving in ministries, or using spiritual language. But if our hearts harbor bitterness, pride, or hypocrisy, we are no different from a beautiful building with crumbling foundations. Eventually, the inside will reveal itself, and it is not wrong to care for appearances. Dressing well, keeping a clean home, or speaking politely are good practices. The problem arises when appearances become a mask that hides the truth rather than an expression what is real inside. Again, let us imagine a hospital that paints its walls brightly and places flowers in the lobby, but never cleans its operating rooms. The outside would impress visitors, but patients would not survive long. And likewise, when we care more about looking righteous than being righteous, we become dangerous, not only to ourselves, but to others who look up to us. Modern examples abound. A leader may speak about honesty, but cheat on taxes. A student may appear respectful in class, but bully classmates online. A parent may tell children to pray, but live with unforgiveness towards relatives. These contradictions confuse those around us, especially the younger generation, who notice the gap between words and actions. The call of Christ is not for outward show but for inner renewal. Real faith is not performance, it is a transformation. So how do we move from appearance to authenticity, which should be answered? Firstly, by allowing God to work in the hidden places of our lives. This means being honest about our struggles, like anger, pride, jealousy, greed, and seeking His help to change them. Secondly, by aligning our private lives with our public actions. Integrity means being the same person when no one is watching as when everyone is watching. And thirdly, by valuing substance over image. Instead of worrying about how many likes a post receives, we can focus on whether our words bring encouragement and truth. Instead of seeking recognition for acts of service, we can find joy in knowing that God sees even the smallest deed done in love. True beauty flows from the inside out. A kind heart shines brighter than designer clothes. A forgiving spirit is more attractive than a flawless face. A life of integrity brings more peace than 1,000 compliments. When the inside is clean, the outside naturally reflects it. When the heart is right, the actions that follow will be genuine and life-giving. May the Lord bless us all. Amen.